Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back to another video recording. Thank you to the subscribers. If you haven't subscribed and you like what you hear, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and press the like and the share button. And today is a little different. It's not a poem and it's not one of my blogs. Today I have a friend, Albert, and yes, his wife's sitting right over there, so we're safe. Hello, Veronica. But Albert is trying to write a book. He's actually doing it. He's been working on it now for about 3 or 4 years, and we kind of cheer each other along and kind of give each other encouragement. And I think he's at the point where I said, okay, tell me what your book's about. And I decided I was going to have him tell you guys what his book's about, and maybe we can keep track of how he's doing. Okay? So Albert, you said the name of your book is Deep Fears, right?
Deep Fears.
Okay, so give us a little cover thing about it.
Well, it's two men. They discover extraterrestrial DNA in different locations, and yet what happens? That evidence leads them in two different paths. So it's like it's this similar or same evidence, but yet different conclusions are reached. So one man who began as a believer in Christ, and his mother had passed away when he was 10, and he ended up losing his faith, so he ended up going the route to believing in extraterrestrials, and so his life was geared toward that. He became an astrophysicist. The other man also had a tragedy in his young life, but he and his brother saw an extraterrestrial ship, and so they dedicated their lives to investigating that. And so each man discovers DNA in separate locations from what they believe are alien entities. And so the story is about that path that each man took and where it led them. One to a stronger belief in Christ, and the other one to continue to believe in the false narrative of the UFOs.
And I think what was kind of interesting to me is that we were talking earlier, and I guess he was saying this could be an oversimplification or exaggeration, but New Mexico, where we're at, is the extraterrestrial or UFO capital or something. But well, there's a lot of discoveries.
Yes, there's quite a bit in this whole area, not just New Mexico, but of course everyone's familiar with Roswell. But the incident, UFO landing and crash site near Roswell. And then there's been others. There's one in Socorro. And then in the Four Corners area, and also in Sedona, Arizona, there's a lot of sightings of UFOs. And so there's a lot of interest. It brings a lot of interest to the area because of that. So.
Okay, and the other thing you were saying, and we've been talking about it before because it is in the Bible. You're tying the UFOs and the extraterrestrials to the fallen angels.
Yes.
I just went blank. The
Nephilim.
There you go, the Nephilims. Yeah.
Yes, it's from Genesis 6, and where the angels. They're called sons of God in Genesis 6. They came down and took for themselves wives. And so from that, the union came unnatural beings, a mixture of human and spirit. And they were giants. They called them giants. And so one of the characters in my story, he discovers giant bones that are related to that, to the UFO, or actually the Nephilim incident back in Genesis 6. So that's where I'm trying to tie all of that in together. And so the one man who continues in that story of believing in extraterrestrials, he's trying to gain that knowledge and that strength and power from the giants from way long ago, and then the UFO connection is how they're trying to be the Watchers are trying to deceive people and keep them away from faith in Christ. And if they can believe in what's called panspermia, which is where some alien uh, civilization seeded the earth, which is a lie because we know in Genesis that God created all things. But if people are led to believe this, then they're led away from God. And the main hero of the story, he finds his faith, regains his faith in Christ as he studies and makes these discoveries along the way.
And in that same vein, I know that is it prophecywatchers.com? Is that a website they could go to and
Yes.
more stuff on that?
Yes, that one is one, and also Skywatch TV. Both are very good for information concerning all of that. Very good.
But I told him he needs to have more than one book because he keeps saying he keeps learning and he's learning more as he goes along. I said, well, no, you do the first book and you leave him hanging for the second book, and then you do that and you leave him hanging for the next one. So we're just gonna keep following how you're doing and see what's going on. And so that's where he's at. He hadn't got to the editing yet. But for me, the update is the book went to the editor and the copy editing and the proofreading, and it's out for some reviews. So so we'll see how that happens, and I'll get back to you and see what's going on. Okay, Albert.
Thank you very much.
All right. See you. Bye.
Bye.